Welcome back to your feel-good kickstart to a brand new week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now let's talk about property. The Cape Town Central City Improvement District has released a report that shows that even in the face of rather harsh economic doom and gloom, the property market in the city centre continues to improve. Now, Communications Manager Carola Koblitz joins us here on Expresso to chat a little bit more about what might seem like a rather strange phenomenon, but it might not actually be that. Have we seen this happening before? What is actually going on? Is it a property boom in the CBD?
You know, it's very interesting, Graham, because every year we put this report out. We've been putting it out for 5 years now, and everyone says to us every year, so why is the Cape Town CBD an overnight success? And it's not. There is no such thing as an overnight success. We've been working really hard to turn around the economy since 2000, and now we're seeing the sort of the fruits of everyone working together.
What is driving this? Is it just a good investment now to buy property there? What is the key motivator?
It's a couple of factors. I mean, it definitely is a good investment, but I think also what's important is to realize that globally, people are returning to downtowns. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense from densification, sustainability, just people enjoying an urban lifestyle. So, you know, we're not unique. We're part of an international phenomenon.
Well, we've seen it in Joburg, we're seeing it in the mother city down here. What does this mean for the rental market in the CBD? A lot of people choosing to live like that, certainly here in Cape Town. And I would imagine an urban environment becomes a haven for rental opportunities. How has this affected that rental market?
Look, obviously, where you have high demand, you will have prices that are probably higher than there would be in other places. What's interesting is I did a little bit of research before I came on the show, and I realized that, you know, what you would pay for a studio apartment in the CBD is the same as what you would pay in Claremont or Sea Point, and even heading that way in Woodstock and so on. So we're not unique to the Cape Town City Bowl city environment. But obviously it does become, you know, more and more difficult if you're a young professional to find a property, you know, possibly in the CBD and live there.
I'm glad you said that. We speak about, it's an interesting kind of dichotomy here, that we're talking about sustainability of moving the workforce closer to where they work, the CBD, but this is quite exclusionary if prices are going up. As a district, are we offsetting this? Are there going to be buying opportunities in the city that do cater for those that need to come in at a lower price bracket?
You know, something to remember, Graham, is that not everyone has to buy and own a property. I think what's incredibly important to any downtown is you have to have a vibrant economic community from across the economic spectrum. You know, we have teachers, we have bank clerks, we have receptionists, we have cleaning teams working in the CBD, and they all have a right to live there.
Yeah.
And the only way you can really bring people of a certain income group into the city is if you start looking at affordable options. And unfortunately, that's not something these days that you can really expect the private developer to do on their own.
I was going to ask, who should be driving that then? Is that something that government then has to do, or how do we answer that?
It's a partnership. The most effective affordable housing initiatives around the world come in as a result of private-public partnerships. And we're really excited to see that the City of Cape Town is now taking on something called the Foreshore Freeway Precinct project. It's quite a mouthful. But we're hoping that that is going to drive up to as many as 4,000 affordable units into the CBD area.
And what I love is the eco-design that's going into the area as well. We're kind of breaking new ground with that. Now, we want a thriving city. We want it packed full of people, but we don't want it packed full of rubbish. And we know that here in Cape Town there are certain big issues relating to not only fire worries, but just in general, the dirt that accumulates when you have massive amounts of people. And you guys have found a rather novel way of answering one of those particular questions.
We have, Graham. What we do is we, every March, April, run something called the Clean Campaign. We have various departments, and every few months we run a new campaign. And at the moment, we're in our hashtag Keep It Clean campaign. And one of those things is obviously to bring awareness to people that something as simple as a cigarette butt littered on the ground can really result in an awful lot of litter.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of call centres in the CBD. A lot of people aren't allowed to obviously smoke in their office environments anymore. So we've invented, or we've brought in from overseas, a little portable cigarette pouch that is called My Ash Box.
Brilliant.
And what it is it's to be used by smokers out on the street if there's no ashtray available, basically to put their cigarette stumpies out in and then take it away and hopefully clean it out.
Can you open it? Just show us exactly how it works.
Yeah, sure. It's got a sort of a flame-proof lining.
A rather hardcore lining,
yeah, it does. It's also, I'm told, smell-proof. So once you close it up, basically you can no longer smell your cigarette butt. You can stick it in your pocket, take it away, and at a time convenient later on, you can get rid of Stumpy.
Well, a lot of smokers and especially non-smokers, I think, giving it 2 massive thumbs up. And we know, especially here in Cape Town, a lot of those butts can end up in the sea,
Yeah.
where they can have a massive effect on our environment as well.
Or in drains. I mean, you'd be amazed how many of these how many cigarette butts we pull out of drains, and the blockages that can cause during rain
I
season.
think every time someone goes up onto the mountain as well, we need to give them one of these, and we can probably stem the amount of fires that are happening in that space. But Carola, always great to see you. It's been a while, but amazing to see what's going on in Cape Town CBD, and a trend that I think is going to spread across the country. So an interesting time ahead. It's not all doom and gloom. Certainly the property market backing that trend in our city. And if you're keeping your eye on improvement within the Cape Town city centre, this is definitely something that you can buy into on a different level as well. And we all have a role to play, and you can visit capetownccid.org to get all of those details and more.